There is a creature that stalks in the vents of the Celestipole. This creature was on the same ship as your mother was on. Some call it the most vile creature to walk on the station. Others call it the perfect killing machine. But its name is the Xenomorph. In the film, you only see 4 minutes of the creature. But here, it's going to feel like 4 hours when I show you the power of immersion in video games. Before starting, let me give you a quote from Alfred Hitchcock.
And tell the audience there is a bomb under that table and will go off in 5 minutes. Well, the whole emotion of the audience is totally different because you've given them that information.
Alien Isolation takes this idea of film and puts it into the game. The game tells you that there is a monster lurking the station and he could be around any corner.
But lady, that's the least of our problems.
Yeah?
Yeah, something's on this station. Something you wouldn't believe.
Like what?
A killer. You get it?
Okay.
So it raises the question, how does video games immerse the player? Well, I believe that there's 3 reasons why, and the first one being that it uses movie logic in this game. Alien Isolation uses the great words of Alfred Hitchcock to immerse the player in believing that there is a monster on this ship. It also uses the logic from the first Alien movie, showing only very little of the alien until you're quite a bit into the game. Video games, unlike movies, can control the way you feel and think much more because you are controlling the main character, unlike in a movie where you are watching the main character. You may watch Alien and be scared for the main character, but in Alien Isolation, you are scared for your own life. Let me give you an example of a scene from Alien Isolation. You're walking down a corridor, trying to unlock the medical facility. Then you suddenly hear something big fall. You check the tracker and you find that the alien is nearby. You look around for cover and you find a table. You sneakily go in and hide under it and wait. The door opens and the alien walks by you with his tail nearly scraping you. The fear consumes you. Alien Isolation has hundreds of these moments to give you a sense of how weak you are compared to the xenomorph itself. It's a great way to immerse yourself. If we change the scene that I described, but I change it to be like a movie, like the web series of the game, the fear is removed as you don't connect to the character. You can relate with the character, but the sense of losing someone you know on a personal level like yourself doesn't exist unless you play the story, which is what the second reason you are more immersed in video games is that you are in the story. Now, if movie tactics to give tension and being in the story are the first 2 reasons, then what is the last reason? And for this, I ask you a question. How many movies, TV shows, or video games do you know that have no music? None? Well, that would be presumed true, and that is because one of the few ways games and movies change the way you feel is by music. And Alien Isolation, although it doesn't have a lot of music, it still has it, but it's used as a sense of fear or ambient noise. Let's take this scene for example. Listen out for any music.
Come on.
It's nothing, right? But let's change it and add a big, scary monster into the equation. A horror track starts to play and it changes the whole scene. Now let me show you the same scene, but without the music. The alien isn't as scary as that, and that's because music can cue us into scary situations. And that's why this is the third and final reason that video games are more immersive.